I'm going to be showing you how this go-kart works. First I'll show you everything around it. Let's see. It is one-wheel drive, which doesn't affect really anything unless you're off-roading. Here's a clutch on it. Centrifugal clutch, 12 tooth. It's just on there. I think, yeah, I had to put washers, an extra washer in there to lift it up so that this chain is more tight, and then it'll go faster. Here is the gas tank, everything, the gas line. It's in here. You can see that right there, and it leads up into there. See that part? Goes into the carburetor. It's covered. This whole air filter assembly comes off with these two nuts. There's a choke. Gas, turn it on and off. This is a Predator 212cc. You're gonna want to take off when you're setting up your throttle. You're gonna want to take off your gas tank. You just do this bolt right here, this bolt, these two bolts right there, and then a bolt right here, and a bolt right here, and then it'll come up, and then your fuel line, you'll be able to find that, and then it'll go through the engine. You just have to pull your fuel line off of the end of it, and then your gas will start draining out. But yeah, the throttle assembly is right here. It's basically this lever right here, and then you put your throttle cable right into there. When you pull the gas pedal, it pulls this, which then makes this pull. And you're gonna want to loosen this because it's a friction thingamajigger, so it basically stays put. But if you loosen it up, then it'll easily move. Here's the exhaust, obviously. Looks to rust right here though. Comes off though pretty easily. Here's the carburetor. There's the idling switch. I have mine set low, so it's harder to start, but it doesn't creep like a lot of other go-karts. So creep, it's pretty annoying unless you have a parking brake, which is pretty easy to make. Here's the oil down there. And there's a second one on this side that actually has a dipstick, which is kind of hard to get at. But whatever. I know what level it should be at, so I just change it. Here's the on and off switch. There's a liquid, there's a oil indicator, like to see if the oil is running out, and it's right here. I disconnected it because when you're on your go-kart, it'll shut it off because it'll know that the oil's sloshing around in there because you're taking turns and stuff and going really fast. It'll turn your engine off. It'll just kill it, and you have to start it again and do that. It's really annoying. Just disconnect this and it'll work. This little sensor right here is a pain. I hooked up my kill switch. It's pretty easy. You just basically run it through here. There's one ground unit, and then here's a switch. It's actually reversed because the idiot that put it on there before me put it on wrong. So yeah, but I don't really care. So then people try and steal it, they turn it on and it's actually off. So also you can grease it or oil the steering column right here, and then also here, which it'll drip down, but also all your bearings here and underneath there. You're gonna want to oil these, and just oil everything. To create a parking brake, all you need is a bungee cord, and you're gonna just wrap it in this hole so that it holds it down. It's pretty easy, and then you just engage that when you're starting it, so then it doesn't creep if you want to start it really easy, which that's fine. I just don't do that. Here's a brake that goes all the way back into the disc brake that's hooked to the sprocket. Sprocket's on the wheel hub mount right here. All of this connected together. You just pull it and it rubs on it more. It kind of rubs on the bottom just a little bit, but it doesn't affect anything. But I changed the oil, so it's really oily right here. Yeah, how I change oil is I just take this cap off and I tip the go-kart up, pour it out, and then once it's all done pouring out, then I refill it. It's not that hard. You just keep it at the level. You can check it here, but I mean mine isn't really accessible, but it's kind of hard to check when the frame is in the way. But it doesn't matter too much. And then also, here is it's kind of corroded, but here's a exhaust thing. You take these two nuts off, and you can get like a different exhaust system that sounds more